Imagine a person who has everything: fame, riches, a big family. What if all that good stuff ended up trapping him? For Lil Durk, a famous music maker, something strange and hard to figure out just happened in a big court case. The judge's choice to hold him left many people puzzled. They wonder if a couple of little changes could have made a big difference. Get ready, because this story might just leave you with more questions than answers. A surprising announcement came out. Durk. Banks known to many as Lil Durk could not walk free. A strong federal judge, Michael W. Fitzgerald, made this ruling on June 9, 2025. This decision caused waves through the music scene. Durk had asked for his freedom, but the judge said no. It wasn't just that the judge thought Durk might run away. He said no rules or safeguards could truly keep Durk from causing harm to others. Not one choice of limits would promise Durk would appear in court or protect people. This went past simply posting a payment for freedom. It was about something far more serious. One main reason the judge held Durk back was a hidden trip. A terrible event happened, and his friends were taken into custody. Right after this, Durk tried to fly to Dubai. The judge found this quite odd. Durk's lawyers explained he had reasons for the journey, like work and spiritual matters. Yet the court found no sign the trip was set up before all the trouble began. It seemed like a fast way out. Adding to this, the wrong he is tied to brings a life sentence with no chance of release. Just think, if a person is truly innocent, but faces a life in prison with no way out, escaping might seem like the only sensible choice. But to the court, this rushed travel shouted, "He will run." Now this part gets really strange. Durk's group offered everything they possessed to the judge, hoping to free him. His own mom put up her house. A person named Nazia Ali Bahai gave $150,000. Even his music companies, Alamo Records and Sony Music, offered a huge $1,000. That is a lot of money, correct? Yet the judge saw it and said, "No, it's not enough." The surprising part? The judge said all that money was only a tiny part of Durk's true riches. He owned so much more, like his songs and ideas. He could still live like a king if he ran away. The judge told him that to really stop him from leaving, Durk would need to become completely poor and give up all the money he might make from his music later. Think about it. Your wealth, the very thing you worked for, becoming the reason you stay locked up. If you thought that was a problem, what Durk did while he was already held made things worse. The court learned he was using cell phones while inside. His lawyer explained these calls were for private things and work, nothing bad or against the law. But the judge had a different view. He looked at one clear point. Durk found a way to bend the rules and trick the system, even inside a very safe jail. This showed the judge that if Durk could plan and work behind bars, how simple would it be for him to make things happen from his own house, even if more rules were on him? It signaled a big warning. He could not be fully trusted outside. Beyond worries about running away and secret calls, a bigger, darker fear held the court: the safety of the public. The judge thinks Durk uses his money, pull, and might to put people in harm's way if he sees them as a challenge. This is serious. Then came the most striking part. At the hearing for his freedom, the mother of the person who passed away spoke with strong feelings. We do not know her exact words, but her being there and her bold statement clearly told the court about big worries for anyone who might speak up and the risk Durk might be if set free. It sent a clear message that people linked to the case felt unsafe. The judge also spoke of unknown people who gave statements. It was interesting that the judge said these people might have a shady past or other problems that could make their stories hard to believe later at a trial. This shows a tangled situation where even what they say as proof is tricky. Still, even with all these strong reasons to hold him, Durk's lawyer, Drew, had good arguments, but he might have overlooked some smart moves. Here's an idea of a point not used. Durk's phones were taken by federal agents in Chicago before this whole trouble began. If he truly planned to escape and had so much money, why did he not just leave when he knew the feds were watching? Why did he not go before the Dubai trip? This idea could have fully changed the talk about him running away. And what about those dangerous people who might speak up? Some talk suggests that many of the main people set to tell their stories might be police officers, not frightened regular folks. If that is true, it changes everything about who is really in danger and how much harm Durk truly brings to everyday people. It leaves you wondering if his full story was ever truly heard in court. So as this strange legal story goes on, we are left with a mixed-up situation. The very things that should have helped Lil Durk, his great wealth, his close family, his renown, instead seem to make surprising walls to his liberty. The judge's choice came down to three chief things: that doubtful Dubai trip, the big amounts of money that did not work, and the plain act of using a cell phone while kept inside. Was this really about keeping people safe and making sure things were fair? Or did the feds simply play a dirty but better game, using every small piece to keep a famous and mighty artist in jail? For now, the question stays, making us all wonder what fairness really means when a person is famous, and if there is more to this story than we know.